5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There, I finished the count for you, Dennis. We are live now. How is it going, everybody? It's good to see you all again for another edition of Another Eden Live. I am Scott, your community manager for Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space, and I am happy to be with you all today. Still counting, I see, Dennis. Thank you for being here. Hello, Melody. I hope your bus ride is comfortable and uneventful. Hello, John. I hope you have gotten your waffles, or you will be getting them soon. The jump scare. I apologize for anybody whose ears were blown out by the sudden change in volume there. Thank you once again for being here. Excited about today's episode of Another Eden Live, where we will be revealing Chapter 6 of the Eastern Mythos. Meow meow, Pexe. Meow meow, indeed. Time for the news. As always, we will review the Mythos Shadow of Sin and Steel, and like always, we will begin just by showing our appreciation for this key visual art here. Feels like after each chapter we learn just a little bit more about what in fact is going on, what we are to expect. I'll tell you right now, I think I have learned a little bit more about this image with what's coming up, and maybe you will too by the end of this stream. As we've said in the past, the Mythos is composed of 7 parts that have been gradually releasing since it began in September of last year, and will end in late March. Now we are at the penultimate chapter, as they say, a word that I don't get to naturally use very often here at February 2025 with Chapter 6. So let's talk about Chapter 6. Let's get straight into this. Chapter 6 is called Winter's Call, appropriate for the season. Senya and his allies safely rescue Chihiro, but on their return, Kagurame reveals a terrible plot to plunge the world into chaos. In order to beat the Spectre King, the party must cross the icy peaks of Kunlun to Itoise. New allies in tow, the last battle against the Spectres awaits. The boy's tale approaches its conclusion at last. We are, in fact, almost at the end. We are certainly closer to the end than we are at the beginning, or at this point, even the halfway point. Hold on, 7 chapters. Halfway would be chapter 4, I guess. 1 removed to, yeah, we're closer to the end than even the halfway point at this point. We are getting a new character, or perhaps I should say a parallel character. And that new character is Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino. What do you think? Going all in, looks gorgeous, cute. Let's read all about her. A dancing, singing snow girl. She used to be a snowman made by a demon princess, but when gaining a soul gave her human form, she started to move. In order to keep her war-torn homeland together, she takes extra care to behave in a manner befitting a good leader. She has never forgotten about the demon princess who made her, even if they haven't met since. Let's take a look at the some of the art here. There she is in all her snowy, wintry glory. I feel like every time we see her, she's surrounded by more and more snowmen. Or snow things, snow creatures. Are you Queen Yukino? Let's talk a little bit about the setting. A couple of new areas for this one. It look a little bit familiar to some of the older areas, but they are new. First, the Glacial Wharf, a wharf spanning the icy sea. It serves as a bridge between Itoise and the Spectre Tower. Now, what is the Spectre Tower, you might be asking? Well, I will tell you. The Spectre Tower is the castle of the Spectre King, Nudarihyun. No one who has set foot inside has returned alive. Looks a little... It's got some Spectre Palace vibes to it, but taller, as a tower should be. I don't want to breeze through. I want to give you guys. I've been trying to give some dramatic pauses here, allow some of the new reveals to breathe a little bit. If I'm going too fast, anybody let me know. am I the voice actor for the new guy? Look, not yet. I have not yet received the call, despite my many attempts at finding my way in to the voice acting world of Another Eden. I'm available. Call me. You know where you have my information. Let's take a look at, as with previous chapters, there are illustrations that accompany them. Little fireside breaks, I guess. Little rest stops where you get to enjoy an original illustration to help set the mood of what's going on in the chapter. And we have a unique one for this time around that features prominently our newest character, Yukino, at a concert. And you can see down in the front here are a bunch of little snowmen, all in their original hats. Oh, Laffy, thank you so much. It's nice to be appreciated. You can see the ice working together with Kagurame's puppets here. Are you late? No, you arrive just when you mean to. We just introduced this new character here. Yukino, actually, but we're calling her Yukino. We have a creator's comment here from Ni, the artist behind this illustration, who says, "My name is Ni. Thank you for taking a look at my art. I've drawn a concert scene in Itoise. What do you think? I think I'll remember this picture for how tough it was drawing so many snowmen." The audience members down in front that this quote is now blocking. "I hope you can feel the lively energy from Yukino's cute outfit, Kagurame's performance with her spirits, and the snowmen's rambunctiousness." Get another look at those snowmen since he mentioned them. As for sub-content, there's the B stories of Chapter 6. The conclusion to the fearsome conflict approaches. Nakoko and Yonjiro's incarnation investigation reaches its climactic finale. Will they be able to untie the threads, or is this secret too sacred for their prying paws? Got a little hint there of creature yet to be revealed. As we've just met our new character, I would like to. By the way, I have a followers of our social media. In the next, I don't know. We've got posts scheduled out for a while, but in the next week or so, might see a poem dedicated to this little snowman over here on the left. I'm gonna deliver to you now some information regarding the version 3.10.50 update. But first, let's watch and enjoy a video about introducing our newest character.
So that my voice will someday find you. Let's go. It's showtime. Let me handle this. I'll shake you down to your soul. Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
Leader of the Six Flowers, she sings with everlasting memories kept in her heart. Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino. Voiced by Joanna Diaz-Watson. This encounter will be added with the version 3.10.50 update. Tariq comments, she seems to be a great support in more ways than one. There's some interesting support mechanics with this character that I have not seen in a character previous to her. We'll get into that in Backy's battle tips very soon, but first we have a comment from creator art team member K, who says of Yukino. Yukino, the songstress who protects Itoise. I aimed for a design that would simultaneously give an air of majesty befitting a leader, as well as splendor befitting a songstress. I was told to give her some aristocracy aspects too, so I started with her hairstyle. I had to give her the big bouncy curls. She already had a bit of a snowy, ephemeral vibe to her, so I wanted to add in some deep blues. I really enjoyed working on this design. I gave her a bit of a hydrangea motif, which I hope really brings it all together. Now, to get into those interesting new mechanics, it is time for Backy's Battle Tips Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino Edition. Battle formation starts with where you place your frontline party members. First, weathering patterns, preemptive party, power plus 100, intelligence plus 100%. For 5 turns, and starting from the party member in the frontline slot to the user's right, stack 1 aggressor, escort, and reconnoiterer each. I did not look up how to pronounce that word earlier today, I promise. Now here's where it gets a little interesting. These are all different kind of stacks that have different effects on the party. Aggressor, type attack plus 50% and critical rate plus 100%, and magical critical rate plus 100%. Escort, magic, max HP 80%, and attacks that would hit all allies instead only hit the user. In exchange, the user takes double damage. And Reconnoiter. MP consumption -30, and at turn end, restore all statuses of user. Now, this is a lot to keep track of, but you get used to it after a little bit of practice with it. When Hoarfrost Songstress is KO'd or in backline at turn end, consume all stacks of all of those things. Allies in backline at turn end consumes their stacks. I'm not going to repeat all 3 of those every single time. Now say it 3 times. Okay. Reconnoiter, Reconnoiter, Reconnoiter. I'm available for voiceovers. Fleet Sleep! Preemptive deploy Sacred Water Stance, and all party members speed plus 50% for 5 turns. When Sacred Water Stance is deployed, Awaken Zone. Now, check out the different effects of her 2 singing skills. First, Glacial Song activates singing for 3 turns and party gains first strike. Damage inflicted of all party members plus 80%. And at turn end, here's where the stacks first come into play. For this one, allies with aggressor stacks gain Barrier Pierce for 5 moves. Allies with Reconnoiter stacks gain Barrier Pierce for 3 moves. And allies with escort stacks gain Barrier Pierce for 1 move. So the difference, they all gain Barrier Pierce just for a different amount of moves. You can tell this is the aggressive song. The seasonal song activates singing and grant delay to all party members for 3 turns. Damage inflicted of all party members plus 50% and receive damage minus 50%. And then while singing is activated at turn end, restore 50% HP for allies with escort, 30% for allies with reconnoiter, and 10% for allies with aggressor. Are we all on the same page? I hope so, because I'm moving on to the next one after this. Ice and Shine, max MP of all party members, plus 15%. Using her Stellar Skill while in Stellar Burst changes the property of her damage barrier, changing all enemy attack types to water, for a more effective damage barrier that can stay deployed for a long time. Stellar Skill, Broken Ice, enhanced water-type magic attack on all enemies ×3 XXL and inflict pain, persistent, ignore target resistance, and 30% damage barrier to all party members until end turn. In Stellar Burst, strength increase ×15, and all enemies gain Kaleido, water, for 3 turns, and change barrier to 50% water-type damage barrier for 3 turns. Additional ability enhanced at battle start in front line, activate user's strongest learned unique skill. And when a user is singing, fire and water type resistance of all party members plus 20% at turn end. 3 turns, max stack ×5. To summarize, don't forget the effects of weathering patterns. Starting from the party member in the frontline slot to the user's right, stack 1 aggressor, escort, and reconnoiter each. Okay, so the formation of your party matters on who gets what stack. Escort in particular gives the cover effect, so be sure to get your tanks those stacks on stacks, as it says. Recommended party formation: all water characters, Jill Funny, Mazrika, LCO, AS, etc. Since Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino can deploy Secret Water Stance as well as use water to attack, she's well suited to water-type parties. Formation utilizing blunt types, Kagurame, Id, and Undercover Scribe Renri. Example use. Kagurame, boost her already high hit points even further with escort stacks. Id, turn up the firepower with aggressor stacks, giving her Barrier Pierce and a damage boost to her chain ability. And Undercover Scribe Renri, adding to the support provided by a Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino, she'll have the party's firepower, durability, and statuses all covered. So, you know, if you are going out with a balanced party of, you know, a DPS, a tank, support, etc., this is your supporter support, right? You can support each different kind of unit in a way that enhances their greatest strengths with this party, or with this character. Very interesting mechanic. Thoughts, first impressions. What do you think? Even the supporter needs support. Look, I mean, who's there to support the supporters. That's all I'm saying, right? Yukino is. Let's dive right into the encounters for version 3.10.50. First, obviously, we have a fateful encounter for Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino, who will appear at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter as a pickup bonus. She appears Stellar Awakened. Encounter after Stellar Awakening to receive an additional 10 shadow points. For this, you can obtain Ame no Uzume Star Trails. This, and I believe all the other encounters, are the same star trails. I'll mention it if I've mistaken that. Next, we've got a number of more fateful encounters. This one, Battle Spirit Aggressor Edition. On the 10th encounter, to the following characters appear at a 10% encounter rate each: Id, Kuchinawa, Rufus AS, Sesta AS, and Ningni AS. Now, Battle Spirit Escort Edition. The characters that will appear at a 10% encounter rate each are Utpalaka, Shigure, ES, Annabelle ES, Thornbound Witch Shani, and Dreamweaver Dunarith. The Reconnoiterer Edition. There's that word again. On the 10th encounter, the following characters appear at a 10% encounter rate each: Elciel AS, Daisy AS, Melpifia, Undercover Scribe Renri, Porcelain Pixie Muha. And then a one-time only Guiding Star Encounter Cat Day Special. Cat Day is coming up here in Japan. You may not be aware. More on that later. You'll receive a Guiding Star drop after the Guiding Star Encounter. Encounter one of the featured 5-star class allies by using the Guiding Star drop. The ally encountered will appear Stellar Awakened. And now, on to the campaigns. First, increased achievement rewards and today's item, the login bonus. The achievement reward for starting Mythos Chapter 6 Winter's Call is increased to 50 Chronostones from the update through April 30. Then, today's special item will be available. Receive 50 Chronostones for logging in. Duration will be from February 19th at 3 p.m. to March 5th at 2:59 p.m. UTC. That is quite soon. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. For most people. More Cats campaign coming soon. Cat Day. An extra cat scratchbook cat can be found wandering around. This will be the case from February 20th through March 5th. And in addition, speaking of deliveries, the perfect delivery is coming February 22nd. What it is, nobody knows except you probably do. And what is the day that we can expect all of these updates to happen? That is the question on your minds. I am sure version 3.10.50 releases February 20. That is 2 days from today. Meow indeed. Pink. Meow indeed. As we like to do from time to time, we don't always just talk about the next update. From time to time, we also like to talk about what's coming a little bit further down the line, a sneak peek, if you will, of what's to come ahead in the future. We are a time-traveling adventure game, after all. Why not look a little bit further into the future? First, a new style is on the way. Now, anybody, some of you might be spoiled already. If you are spoiled, don't say anything. But a new style is coming. And I want to give the chat a bit here to try and guess, who do you think this is? We have one guess for Akane. I don't think Saki doesn't look like a guess, it just looks like a hope. Kairue. A guess for Tsukiha. Another Yukino. Milsha. Pry. Good guess, John. We have Komachi. We have an IP that's unrelated to this one that I probably can't say. Hina, Sazanka, Yuela. A lot of varied guesses. Well, I'm gonna drop some hints here. Maybe the colors will help a little bit with your guess. Some people are starting to narrow it down. I see a few more for Hina. I see a couple more mentions for Komachi. Let's reveal a little bit more here. Once again, we have people guessing characters from IPs that are unrelated to this one, making it quite unlikely. Izuna, Lele, Melody, Cyrus. I like that one. A lot of Komachis now. Myunhwa. This may narrow it down a bit. Looks like you guys are getting ahead of this one. A number of you are on it. The majority of you've got it. It is, in fact, another style, Komachi. New styles on the way. This will be added in a future update. And we have a comment already from the creator, designer Yamazaki, who says, "The rough and tumble tomboy gets a fancy kimono-style dress. It was a theme I really enjoyed creating. I wanted to express Komachi's strength of will within the elegance and air of nobility, so I went for a red and black base. The gold color and the ribbon motif are to give it a celebratory feel. I hope you enjoy this new twist on Komachi." And that is not all. A new Stellar Awakening character is coming. Once again, if any of you have watched the Japanese stream, I'd ask you to please not spoil it. But for the rest of you here in the chat who have not been spoiled yet, any guesses as to who now is getting the Stellar Awakening? We have one for Nero, Ozuki, Yukino, Leclerc, Ify, Azami, kind of a little all over the place here. Suzaku, Ify, Giraldi, what did you miss? We just revealed Komachi's another style is coming. And now we are guessing in a future update who will be getting a Stellar Awakening. We have Yakumo, Clark, Iska, Mana, Flamlepis, Serene, Leclerc, Shion, Lokito, Garayu, Leclerc, Benedict, Tozuki. Let's see. Well, drumroll please. It is Iska is receiving her Stellar Awakening at a later date. Dun dun. To summarize, The little bit of a delay between me and chat. I'm noticing now the reaction to Iska's Stellar Awakening is just now coming up for me here. To summarize, version 3.10.50 releases February 20 with Mythos Shadow of Sin and Steel Chapter 6 Winter's Call. Parallel Time Layer ally Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino it will be added. A Meowther special delivery to celebrate Cat Day. Claim it between February 21st and February 22nd. The achievement reward for starting Mythos Chapter 6 Winter's Call will be increased to 50 Chronostones until April 30th, so make sure to begin it before that time. And today's item will be increased to 50 Chronostones if you log in every day during the duration of that campaign. You'll get a total of 700 Chronostones. And then finally, in the future, you can expect Komachi's Another Style to arrive, as well as Iska's normal style to receive a Stellar Awakening and Manifestation True Weapon Discovery. Let that all sink in for a moment. Moving on to a couple of more items before we finish today's stream. A bit of a short one. We've gone through the update, but there are some exciting things that we're working on. First, the Another Eden Art Contest 2025. We are accepting applications very, very soon. This actually is scheduled for today, February 18th, 2025. Please check our social media, our Facebook, our Twitter, for details on that. The submission period will be from today, February 18th, for the next month, March 18th. 2:59 p.m. UTC. Once again, please check our social media, our Facebook, Twitter, now known as X, for details on the art contest for this year. Now, as we're celebrating Cat Day, let's take a look back on some of the cat equipment from 2024. All with character sets here. The Akane matching set, Uella matching set, Tiramisu matching set. Actually, can I get a hi Rockmut? Can I get a quick poll here? I'm not going to do an official poll, but what is your favorite, not character, favorite cat equipment set from these three? Akane, Uella, or Tiramisu? I have one vote here for the Uella set from Fried Chicken. A couple more Uellas now that the delay has gone through. Akane, Uella. It looks like the Uellas have it. A couple Tiramisus. A bit of a mix, but I'm gonna say unofficially, from just from my eye, we'll call it official. Just from my little eye scan here, Uella wins this trio. How about this one? We have the Galliard matching set, the Seti matching set, and the Minalka matching set. Among these, which one do you all like the most? I'm not to tip the scales here, and maybe I won't tip the scales. I'll wait until you guys let me know which ones you like. Couple of Setis, but ooh, that kind of came through. Minalka, number of Galliards. I'm gonna call this one for a Minalka, I think. This one is a little bit more spread out, but I think Minolka gets this one. Now that vote's over, I'm partial to the SETI one myself, just because I have a history with those two little robots, his robot assistants, making these a couple of years ago for the social media feed. We made some fake movie posters based on those. Those who have been around a long time might remember them. We called them pod cops. The next trio, Renri, Zilva, and Lingley. What are your favorites between these three? Shouldn't I use the poll feature? I could, but, you know, I'm just playing it loose today, I guess. You like the movie posters? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, maybe you can consider doing a fake movie poster for some other. Maybe I'll do one just for the mascots. I have a couple of ideas. Some, you know, animal-based movies that maybe I could just use mascots for. Zilva seems to be the popular choice here. And then finally, Sesta, Rufus, and El Seal. What is our vote between these three? Sesta. Looks like a lot of Sestas here. Gives a very animalistic vibe. A few Rufus. I see. One or two El Seals. But I think the Sestas have it. Alright, now for the tricky one. This one I will use the poll. Because we've gone through them all, and now we're in our final. We're in the finale, right? The final four, as it were. Where's the poll function? There you are. Apologies, my typing is a little bit slow. I broke my finger the other week. Favorite character set. The first one winner was Uella. The second one was Minolka. Add another option here. Third one was Zilva, I think. Yeah, Zilva. And then the fourth one was Sesta. Make sure I sent that out right. Favorite character set: Uella, Minolka, Zilva, Sesta. Yes, I spelled everything. I've been having a lot of typos recently as a result of this. Luckily, no typos in this poll. Well, let me scroll through these characters again, just so you can see, so we don't give unfair exposure to any one of them. We have the Minolka set here. The Zilva set here in the middle. The Sesta set here. And up top, the Uella set. Thanks for the well wishes. It happened a couple of weeks ago, so mostly pain is not an issue anymore. I'm doing okay right now. Does look like Sesta is taking it. The Sesta character set has 53% of the votes, and that's a pretty strong lead when you've got 4 candidates. The other 3 hovering at around 20, 16, and 13%. Interesting information. I don't think I would have guessed that would have been the favorite before today. If I had to guess, and perhaps this is indicative of me not knowing you as well as I thought I did, I would have thought, let's see. I think Rufus would have been up there. And maybe this just speaks to some maybe this is indicative of some questionable artistic tastes on my own end. I would have thought tiramisu would have been up there too, if only for the pudding in the mouth of the cat there. I'm gonna end it there. I think Sesta has run away with the victory there. All right, so why am I going over all of this? Why did we just spend so much time looking at different cat accessories? Well, I'll tell you. We have another cat equipment design campaign. Calling all cat equipment. The 3 equipment worldwide will be selected by the dev team to be implemented in the game. So, in order to participate, please review the following rules. 1, follow this account. This being either Facebook or X, Twitter. Please follow those accounts. Complete the design sheet, which will be posted at those accounts. So please check those. Please check our social media for those. If you are submitting your submission on X, Twitter, post it with the hashtag AECatDay. If you're posting on Facebook, post your submission as a comment on the post announcing this campaign with the hashtag AECatDay, and you will be submitted. Please note the following rules. These are important. Number 1, even if you draw equipment for multiple body parts. Now, there are different kinds of equipment you can draw. You can draw hats, things that go into the mouth, around the neck, etc. If you draw multiple pieces of equipment, only one piece will be selected for and implemented. 2, equipment with motif of characters appearing in the game are not eligible, so don't make it themed after Another Eden character or NPC or mascot. If you do, that will not be eligible. And number 3, when it is implemented into the game, it will be readjusted and redrawn. It's not going to look exactly as you drew it. It will be Another Edenified, I guess. Luke, what does it mean, motifs of characters? Just basically if it's themed, if it has if it's inspired by, it's got a Aldo sword, or it has an Amy haircut, or something that is drawn from and specifically references in-game characters, whether they are PCs, NPCs, or mascots, they will be ineligible. Not necessarily generic, but yes, not related to any character in the game. And to offer some inspiration, we actually have some dev member, some of the team here drew a few examples. Here we have one by Backy. We have actually, we've got Backy's avatar here as a reference. We have Backy's hair accessory, his eyeglasses, his ID card. And then you've got actually a little Backy just surfing on the back there. Once again, just like with Backy's case here, if you draw equipment for multiple body parts, only one will be implemented. So only the ID card, or only the glasses, or only the hairpiece, for example. Backy-tin. That's right, Rockmont. This one from producer Koike, who drew a cat with a traditional wedding kimono, shiromuku, inspired by the currently ongoing Eastern mythos. The stick in the mouth there is a sensu, which is a hand fan. And I promise I did not write this way, but this is a great opportunity for Scott to show his cat equipment. So I've also kind of illustrated how you can submit the form. So this is the form as it will appear in English. You can put the equipment name. My equipment I called Fish on Ice, which goes around the neck. I've circled it there. And I'll show you a little bit of a closer look at mine. It is a gold and diamond encrusted necklace chain with gold and diamond encrusted fish emblem with ruby eyes. That is my this is my cat accessory. Now I'm much more looking forward to all of your accessories than my silly drawing here. I hope I can't wait to see them all. And that does it. It is a very, let me say this, it is a very light metal, Tariq. I'm not, it doesn't weigh too heavily around a cat's neck. That does it for this episode of Another Eden Live. Thank you all so much once again for being here. Looking forward to the update once again coming in just 2 days from now. Look forward to the update. Look forward to the parallel ally Yukino. Look forward in the future to Stellar Awakened Iska as well as Komachi. Lots to look forward to. Of course, the new chapter of the Eastern Mythos, Shadow of Sin and Steel, and just generally look forward to all sorts of new fun content coming in Another Eden, the Cat Beyond Time and Space. It's my pleasure to be your community manager. Thank you once again for watching today. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Please be kind to each other. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.